TikTok has become one of the biggest drivers of viral hits this past year. But how do you make the perfect TikTok song? TikTok is blowing up artists right now, and if you want that to be you, then there are certain things that your music has to include, and you might naturally already have that, and if that's the case, fantastic. But if your music doesn't include that, then perhaps when you're creating music, you might start taking these things into consideration. For those of you that don't know, TikTok is a leading social media platform. It's a platform which allows users to create and share short-form video. Although only launched in 2017, TikTok has over 500 million monthly active users, with 29% of those users using the app daily. And on average, those users are spending 52 minutes on the app each day. To put this into perspective, Facebook, which has been going for 15 years, the users spend an average amount of time of 58 minutes on the app each day. So TikTok is growing at a rapid rate. Far too many people are treating the platform as if it's only for children, as if it's cringy, but that's how every single social media platform started. If you look at Instagram, you look at Snapchat, Gen Z, millennials started on that app, and it was only after a couple of years that the rest of the world took to the platform. And this is exactly what's going to happen with TikTok. The younger generations who are a lot more tech savvy will be taking to these platforms a lot earlier, but I promise you, the older generations are going to jump on it soon. And although they may not be using it in the exact same way, they're still going to be using it, and that's an audience for artists to have. However, right now, there are only specific songs that are working on the platform. There are a few things that these songs have in common. And I'm going to tell you all about that today. I've broken it down into 3 separate things which all of these songs have in common. And why I think it's so important is because TikTok is making viral hits. It's taking old songs like Mariah Carey's Obsessed,
Why you so obsessed with me?
Newer songs like John Mayer's Gravity, and new artists like Lil Nas X,
I got the horses in the bag,
and blowing them up. It's charting songs, it's getting artists signed to major labels. And after hearing from a major label recently, we were informed that literally A&Rs are sat on the platform. They're looking at who is getting attention and they're signing them on the spot. So the audience is there, the opportunity is there. But how do you know if your music will work on it? Well, TikTok certainly aren't biased to genre. If you go on the For You page right now, you'll hear country music, hip hop, pop, some old school anthems. It's really not biased to genre at all. However, the songs that do well on TikTok have similarities. They have 3 things in common. So let's jump straight into it. The first thing that all of these songs have in common is they are catchy. Whether it's the lyrics or the melody, all of these songs are incredibly catchy. If you open up TikTok right now, spend half an hour to an hour on the platform, you will leave it with a song stuck in your head. Whether that's an actual song or an original song created on the platform, it will be stuck in your head and you cannot get rid of it. And this is fantastic for artists because if those 15 seconds of your song is stuck in someone's head, they're gonna listen to the full thing. It's gonna increase streams, it's gonna increase your following. It's going to potentially chart you as an artist. So let's go through some examples. We've got Runway by Stunner Girl, completely unknown artist when she first started, and the track went viral on TikTok, and now it's currently sat at around 11 million streams. The 15 seconds that went viral on TikTok were quite a funny part of the song, incredibly catchy lyrics.
Bitch, I look like I'm fresh off the runway.
Although only 15 seconds of the song can be used, which means it might not be even the chorus of the song, it means that the song is at least stuck in someone's head. And that's key for any artist because it means once you promote your song well enough, you'll be able to hear the full thing. The second thing, which means a track is a lot more likely to trend on TikTok, is the lyrics. They need to be straightforward, descriptive, something that's expressing how someone's feeling or even allowing someone to act out to it. Strong examples of this one are The Get Up by Blanco Brown.
gonna do the 2-step and cowboy boogie.
This track literally described a dance routine, so all the users had to do was act that out. What TikTok users want is creativity. They want to be given something to act out, bring to life, but they also want to show their own personality and be creative in that process. So literal lyrics allow the users to do this. Another example, which is very current at the moment, is E40 Choices.
Yep. Nope.
Huge influencers have jumped on this trend, and the challenge became a viral hit on TikTok. What's fantastic about TikTok as well is you can so easily rip the videos. You can save it to your phone and it will put the username of the TikTok user at the top. So people are sharing them across other platforms as well. You'll find compilation videos on YouTube. You'll find people sharing them on Twitter, on Facebook, which means you're not just going to go viral on TikTok if the song does well. You're also going to be reaching audiences across all platforms. So the literal lyrics can either be for a dance routine or a challenge, or just a really weird video. So John Mayer's song Gravity, which I mentioned earlier, that trend is so strange, but the track has done very well because of it. The final thing which makes a perfect TikTok song is having a small section of the track which makes sense by itself. Because TikTok videos can be a maximum of 15 seconds, if your lyrics don't fit within that 15 seconds or they just don't make sense without the rest of the song, then it won't work for TikTok. For example, Rules by Illuminati. The clip that's been taken is right from the beginning of the song, but it makes sense by itself. People made a trend of it where they just shout those lyrics to their pet.
Rule number one, if it's about me, at me so I can see it.
Because it's so aggressive, it's absolutely hilarious. So those are the three things which makes a song TikTokable. But how can you do this with your own music? How can you know whether it's right for you? Well, what I would suggest doing is listening to your song in clips, reading the lyrics, seeing what you can take from that. Think about the shareability. Think about whether it could become a meme. Think about if it's relatable. Or perhaps it could be a dance trend. Not every track is fitting for TikTok, and that's completely fine. You don't need to make music specifically for the platform. However, songs are blowing up on the platform, so if your music is fitting to it, then definitely give it a shot. I've actually done a full video on how to promote your music on TikTok, which I'll make sure to link below. But before watching that, think about what I've said, think about those three things, and think about whether your music actually works on TikTok. Many of you may feel that this is actually a negative and that making viral memes from your music isn't a good thing. However, it's always been a thing, just in a different format. For example, Soulja Boy, Crank That. That was a viral hit because of the dance routine made around it. People have always wanted to share music. They've always wanted to make dance routines. They've always wanted to make something meme-like about a lot of music. And it just so happens that that's come across to TikTok now. And that's not a negative. A lot of artists who are very serious and obviously aren't making the memes themselves are doing very well. Billie Eilish, Ed Sheeran, Adele, all of those people have tracks that have gone trending on TikTok, and they're not making a fool out of themselves. TikTok is a new wave of music consumption, just like Spotify was years ago. Not a negative at all. I'm actually seeing it as a positive because it's a great way for artists to get themselves out there. And it's blowing up artists who have never before been heard. And in my opinion, that's fantastic. If you think there's anything I've missed, you think that perhaps there's a couple more things that are blowing up songs on TikTok, then make sure to let me know in the comments. And if you found this useful at all, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll be back soon with more music marketing advice.
You know I'm your type.